Hello, I'm Isa and welcome to our Beats and Bobs first video for this brand new fresh out of the oven channel. As you can see, I'm brand new to recording myself as I keep looking at the image on my smartphone instead of the camera. I'll get there. I'll learn this. I'll get there. There's a lot of skills that I have to learn to actually keep doing this YouTube channel thing, but I'll get there. For this first video, I was actually thinking I'm just going to talk a bit about why am I joining YouTube? What am I doing here? Why am I putting myself through this, right? So there's actually two reasons. The first one is me and my partner and our dog, we realized we had some money saved up in our savings account. Not a bad problem to have at all. We're really happy, you know, a lot of hard things happened throughout this year to everyone. It was an absolutely crazy year, right? But somehow, due to the changes we had to do to our, lifestyle and what we do on the day-to-day, on the weekends and things like that, we ended up with more money saved. Then, as I looked at that money and I looked at the fees that I have to pay to have a bank account here in Ireland, we live in Ireland, I was going crazy about the thought that by just leaving that money in that bank account, we were actually losing money. Even if we put it into a savings account that supposedly has an interest rate on it, a fixed interest rate, that interest rate is so low, you won't even catch up with inflation. It was sad. It was really sad. But I was like, but I'm not an investor. I have never invested in my life. I have no idea what to do with the money. Where do I put it? Like, what is the risk? What if we lose it? Like, I was going crazy. So I started studying. To the point I became obsessed with learning more and more about, investments and what to do with the money, and just became aware of the whole idea of becoming financially free before my retiring age. I was like, what? You're telling me I could stop working before I hit like 60 something? Yeah, so trying to realize what to do with a little bit of saving in a bank account ended up with me thinking of what can we do so we can retire early, or at least become financially independent so we can do whatever we want early. So that's pretty much what happened there. But as I became obsessed and I wanted to talk more about it and discuss with people, they get their ideas, what they're doing and things like that, I realized there isn't a lot of people in my close circle that actually think about investing and have been actively investing and have been pursuing financial freedom. There's none actually in my close circle. At the same time, my family and friends started to become very annoyed because that was a subject that I was so passionate about at the moment that I just wouldn't shut up about it, and they couldn't take it anymore. So that's actually the main reason and the first reason that why I'm joining YouTube. Throughout the last couple of months, I've been watching a lot of YouTubers talk about it, and I've seen how big the community is here and how many people in YouTube that just come and watch videos are interested in listening to what other people are doing and their ideas and actually giving feedback and having a conversation about it. So it's like, okay, so if the people close to me are not actually interested in this subject, maybe I can find people on YouTube that are. My goal here is not to come here and advise on what to do with your money or anything like that. Far from it. I have very little knowledge on it. The opposite. My goal here is actually to come here, share what I've been learning, like which books I've been reading, what I've been doing, which tools I've been using, and kind of like go through, where my money is going and what's happening to it. So you can also use as a study case for yourself and be like, oh, she bet on that was not good, and something like that. I don't know. But the goal is just to come here and share my experience, right? I'm just starting. Like, my first real thought through investment, was this month, December. So I really want to share my journey from, starting point zero, all the way to hopefully financial freedom. That's the reason number one that I created this channel for, right? The reason number two is actually accountability. We estimate, when I say we, I put it in a bunch of calculators, and the calculators estimated for me, my partner, and our dog that would be financially free in between 10 and 13 years. That's a long time to keep thinking of how to invest my money, what to do with it, what's going well, what's not going well, what else is coming up, what opportunity should I be taking part of, and just thinking of my budget, keeping everything up to date and tracking the whole thing, all the portfolios and stuff like that. That's a long time to stay motivated. So if I'm maybe creating a YouTube channel and having a community and having people, around me, they're actually interested in the subject and also want to share their experiences, would be helpful to keep me motivated and, tracking all the investments I'm doing and actually really studying and thinking through every step of the way. Because if I don't share this with anyone, I'm the only one who can judge my thinking and can judge, the decisions I'm making. And I think by having other people judge my decisions will also help make sure that I'm making the right decision and not being impulsive or anything like that. So reason number 2, accountability. So that's it. That's what I wanted to share for this video. Kind of just giving an overall idea of what am I doing here, what am I going to be talking about. The next couple of videos coming up are going to be around what my partner and I agree on doing. We have very different visions and we have different expectations as well. So what we ended up compromising on and agreeing on doing going forward, what we've done so far. So this month of December, starting point T0, what have we done? And then also I'm going to go through our budget and how we came through those decisions. I'll be posting on a weekly basis. So if you're interested in just, seeing our experience, seeing how we're going to do and, just giving us feedback and sharing ideas and having a discussion about the subject, please hit subscribe and like this video. It'll help me keep me motivated throughout this whole thing. If you lasted until now, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this and see you next time.